Alright, in this lesson we're going to be learning about different lines and line segments that intersect circles. First off, a radius is a line that goes from the center to any point on the circle. A chord is a segment whose endpoints are on the circle. So a diameter is actually partly a chord. Because it also has the endpoint in the center. A secant is a line that intersects or goes through the circle in 2 points, and then finally a tangent is a line that goes and intersects the circle in exactly 1 point, and that point is called the point of tangency. So we're asked to identify what things are. So AC is going to be a radius because it ends in the center. And AB is going to be a diameter, goes through the center and intersects on both sides. DE is going to be tangent, and AE is going to be a secant. And number 1, AG is a chord. It ends on the circle. CB is also a radius. And number 2, example 1, I'm thinking the tangent, they're asking for the point of tangency, which is going to be B, and a tangent segment is going to be BD. So here we're looking at identifying common tangents. So the one thing you can't have is concentric circles or circles that are inside each other do not have a common tangent. All others will have some sort of a common tangent. So in looking at this one, we're going to have a common tangent that would go there, there, and then something like that. So there would be 4 common tangents. On this circle, we would have a line that would go there, there, and then one that would go through the middle. So there would be 3 common tangents. And this one, we would have the lines that would go outside, so there would be 2 common tangents. Here at the bottom, again, this one will have 4, something like that. This one will have 1. That would connect, or the 2 circles intersect each other, and this one has 0. So here's the rules for a tangent. A tangent must be perpendicular to the radius. So that's one thing. And then if 2 tangents connect at a certain point, the lengths of the 2 segments are going to be equal. Do some work with that. We want to verify if this is a tangent, so we want to see if 37 squared is equal to 12 squared plus 35 squared. 37 squared is 1,369. 12 squared is 144. And whatever 35 squared is, it's going to be 1369. This is. So they do equal each other. We want to be able to find the radius. So we know that r plus 50 squared, because this is the hypotenuse, is going to be equal to r squared plus 80 squared. And r plus 50 is r squared plus 2 times 50 times r, which would be 100r, plus 2500 is going to be equal to r squared plus 6400. We'll subtract r squared from both sides, and we get 100r plus 2500 is equal to 6400. We'll subtract 2500, and we get 100r is equal to 3900. So r, when we divide by 100, is going to be equal to 39. This just simply shows you how you would construct a tangent line through a certain point. It directs you to find the midpoint between the point and the center, to draw that line, and then draw the circle with that same from the intersection, from the midpoint, and then you would draw the line that would connect the 2 points. Alright, so here we have 2 lines that are tangent that connect to the point. So we have 3x plus 4 is going to be equal to 28. We're going to subtract 4. 3x is equal to 24. X is going to be equal to 8 after we divide by 3. We want to find number 6. We want to find if DE is tangent. So we're going to have CE is going to be equal to 2 plus the radius of 3. So CE is going to be equal to 5. And so now we go 3 squared plus 4 squared, and see if it equals 5 squared. 9 plus 16 equals 25. 25 equals 25, so it is a tangent line. Number 7, we have r plus 18 squared is going to be equal to r squared plus 24 squared. R plus 36r plus 324 is going to be equal to r squared plus 576. Subtract r squared. We get 36r plus 324 is equal to 576. Subtract 324. We get 36r is equal to 252. Divide by 36 and we get r is equal to 7. And finally, number 8, we just have x squared equals 9. Find the square root, and x is equal to 3.